Hey, what's happening to you guys? Pyros here and welcome back to another video. So today I wanted to talk about this topic because I think it's pretty interesting that the MMO landscape is beginning to change a little bit. It's beginning to go to this weird phase of transitioning, and what I mean by this is that there are two MMOs that I've been kind of following on the side. So there's Gran Saga, which is a MMO anime game that looks pretty cool, a little bit interesting. And then there's another one called Genshin Impact. This one's not really an MMO, by the way that they're describing it, it's more like a single player MMO co-op experience. I don't know, it's weird, but when Genshin Impact was first revealed, it got a lot of slack for looking like a clone of Zelda, Breath of the Wild and all that stuff. But when I looked at it, it looked pretty unique, pretty interesting. But my point is that both these games have something in common, and that is both Genshin Impact and Gran Saga are coming out on both PC and mobile phones, which is very, very interesting. And not just these two games, there are lots of other games that I can't remember right now that also have this weird format in which they are releasing on both mobile and PC platforms. And the mobile and PC platforms, in terms of visual capacity, are supposed to almost look similar, if not identical, to one another. So it's interesting. And also there's also this new emulator system, I guess, that's coming out as well, called Purple. I haven't really looked into it too much, but essentially it's supposed to let you emulate mobile phones on your PC. So if your phone can't handle the graphical fidelity of whatever MMO is popping up on your phone, you can put it on your PC and continue on playing from there. But this is a new trend that I've been seeing a lot happening, mostly from, I guess, Asian MMO games, and I don't know if this will be ever adopted over here to the West, but I think most of the developers have realized that not many people have enough time now to sit down and play an MMO anymore. Back in the day, there were plenty of times, and obviously I guess the younger generations will always have more time on their hands to play these MMOs, as obviously the old generation will have more responsibilities and all that stuff. But I feel like I've never really thought of MMOs ever making it to the mobile platform. It really speaks volume that mobile phones in general have evolved and advanced to such a stage that people are actually considering putting full-blown MMOs on their phones. And I think it kind of makes sense. It doesn't make sense, I guess, gameplay wise. It's not going to be as enjoyable. You won't have all the buttons that you need, all the keyboards that you need to really fully enjoy the MMO experience. But if they can create games with MMOs with the mobile phone in mind, and obviously make sure that the key inputs are intuitive to the touchscreen that is the mobile phones, it could work. The next evolution of the next evolution of MMOs could be on the mobile platform. I actually remember writing this, not about the mobile phones in general, but writing this that maybe MMOs might transition to more of a mobile setting. And I was thinking of the Switch when I wrote that blog at the time. I was thinking more of the Switch would be the perfect place for most MMOs to start transitioning and, I guess, evolving into that platform, because we have DC Universe Online on that system. We also have, well, these aren't really MMOs, but they're like mobile. So you have Smite, you have Paladin, you have all these games that would usually be on PC. Now you can almost play them on mobile devices, aka the Nintendo Switch. It's very interesting. It is very interesting, and it's something that I feel like, I don't know if people are ready for that. For me, I guess if I ever want to play an MMO, I'll always be thinking PC first. But when it comes to the Asian market, I guess more specifically Korea and China and Japan and all that stuff, they don't have the time to sit down and play games. As far as I'm concerned, they're always on the move. It's in their culture. They're always on the move. That's why the Switch is doing so well over there, because it just fits well with their lifestyle. And a lot of people over there might still want to play MMOs. So having that option on the phone could be monumental. And I feel like both Genshin Impact and Gran Saga, they look fantastic. And that graphics that we're seeing as in trailers and all that stuff is what they're trying to translate into a mobile device. And obviously some phones might not be able to pretty much handle the graphical fidelity of those games, but if you can find powerful phones that maybe an iPhone 10 or a Google Pixel 4. Obviously, you're not gonna buy those phones for just those games, but let's say you just have them on your hand. That would be pretty good to have as well. Or maybe you buy the new Razer phone that's literally designed to play games. Like the Razer phone, I don't know what brand it is, but if you type it up, you'll find it. The Razer phone that's specifically made for video games. It would be perfect. I think it's an interesting take. I think it's an early. I want to say it's kind of like a VR in a sense. VR is a great innovative gaming experience that it's still in its infant stage. Like not a lot of people have adopted this new experience, but everyone who's ever used a VR headset can admit that if you find the right games that really utilizes the potential of VR, it's a really amazing experience. I myself had the opportunity to try it out myself, and yeah, VR is a really great experience. Obviously I don't have the space right now to do it, but when I went over to the US during one of the gaming events, I was able to try it out myself, and it was really cool. It was really awesome. But MMO on phone might be a really great idea, because I really don't have the time anymore to play a lot of the MMOs. I mean, the last MMO that I played was Final Fantasy 14, and I was only able to play it during my, I guess, holidays that I took off. For the most part, if I really want to play an MMO, I have to be not only physical, but mentally ready to play an MMO. Other than that, if one of those two things are missing, I just can't play an MMO anymore. But with a mobile phone, I don't have to worry about sitting down, getting ready to play an MMO. I can just play it on the go. I can play it on the phone. I can play it on the bus, whatever the case may be. Like, it has potential. I think it has potential, and I'm really interested. That's why I'm following both Gran, Saga and Genshin Impact. They both look like very interesting games to watch and to follow, but at the same time, I want to see the technology behind it. I want to see if it's actually possible. And I think there's another game as well that's coming to a mobile PC hybrid. Is it Project TL? I don't think so. Let me see. Let me just make sure. I think Project TL, which is an asymmetric game, that's also coming to a mobile PC hybrid. I'm probably not. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So that's another game that looks really, really good. Like, I don't know if it's in the same level of quality as Lost Ark, which is another MMO that I'm actually waiting to play as well. There's so many MMOs from the Asian side that just aren't coming over to the West side. But Project TL, look it up. It looks fantastic. It's similar to Lost Ark. It's an asymmetric game, so I guess if you haven't heard of Lost Ark or Project TL, think of Diablo. It's something similar to that. It looks great. So playing something like that on a mobile device that can actually handle the graphic fidelity and has intuitive control, that would really be game changing, and even better. Like, I mean, actually no, tablets are dead. No one even talks about tablets anymore, so it's all about mobile phones. I think that might be the next move for MMOs, and I think that might be the best idea. I see. The thing is, it sounds good on paper, it sounds great in theory, but can it be implemented? I will try it out, to be honest. Really, there's nothing stopping me for saying, oh no, they shouldn't do this, because they're doing a hybrid. That's what's smart about this. They're doing a hybrid. They're not just completely saying we're never gonna touch PC, we're never gonna touch the PC market. MMOs are going to mobile phones, period. They're actually doing this hybrid system in which that they'll have the games on both PC for those people who still enjoy playing MMOs on their PC computers, and MMOs on the phone for people who don't have the time or don't even have the PC to play it, and they can still participate. And in that way as well, they'll also be reaching a huge, broader market. And I guess MMOs won't die out as quickly, because you'll always have people that you're going to be playing with. Now, obviously, there are some cons behind this, as you know. Like I said before, controls are important for MMOs. Like, some MMOs have 20, 30 abilities that you have to use at any given point. How are they going to be able to do that on a phone? Obviously, that would mean that the game will not have that many inputs. What else would I say? PvP will be a pretty interesting thing as well. I would assume that all these MMOs that are... No, Project TL actually has some PvP. The trailer showed some castle sieging stuff happening, so there is some sort of PvP going on. So that's gonna be interesting. If you're playing on the phone and someone's playing on the PC, obviously the PC guy's gonna win. So you probably shouldn't be playing PvP on your phone, but that's it. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this whole new PC mobile hybrid for MMOs. I think it's pretty interesting. I think it's pretty... I don't want to say yeah, I'll say it. I think it's pretty smart as well. I think if MMO is to survive and to thrive in the coming years, it needs to adapt, and obviously a lot of people would still enjoy to play MMOs. I do enjoy playing MMOs. There's something about it that just gives you this level of role-playing and emotion that you don't usually get with other games. I don't know. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. I'm Pyros, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.